Good day everyone, my name is Crystal May B. Miran from BAC 2A. In this video, I will be discussing the different types of fingerprint classification, which is the primary classification, secondary classification, sub-secondary classification, major classification, and final classification, and lastly, the K classification. Primary classification. This classification focus on world type fingerprints. There is a pre-established fraction of 1/1. Step 1 is pairing. Finger number 1 start with the right thumb. The finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4, finger number 5, finger number 6, finger number 7, finger number 8, finger number 9, and finger number 10. The finger 1 and the finger 2 is the first pair. The finger 3 and the finger 4 is the second pair. The finger 5 and the finger 6 is the third pair. Finger number 7 and finger number 8 is the fourth pair. And lastly, the finger number 9 and finger number 10 is the fifth pair. Step 2 is the numerical values. The first pair, which is the finger 1 and the finger 2, have a numerical values of 16. The second pair, which is the finger 3 and the finger 4, have a numerical values of 8. The third pair, which is the finger 5 and the finger 6, have a numerical values of 4. The fourth pair, which is the finger 7 and the finger 8, have a numerical values of 2. And lastly, the fifth pair, which is the finger 9 and the finger 10, have a numerical values of 1. Step 3 is getting the denominator and numerator. Remember, even numbers are numerator, the 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Odd numbers are denominator, the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Summing up, I'm gonna show you an example of primary classification. Let's put in our mind that primary classification are focused only world type of fingerprint. In order to understand and simplify, let's put the numerical values of each finger. So, first pair have a numerical values of 16. Second pair have a numerical values of 8. Third pair has a numerical values of 4. Fourth pair have a numerical values of 2. And the last pair have a numerical values of 1. After that, we will be finding the world type and put an X if that is not an world. So let's start. Radial loop is not a world type, so let's put it an X. Plane arc, not a world type. Ulnar loop, not a world type. And radial loop, not a world type. And dented arc, not a world type. So, we will now get the numerator and denominator. Finger 2 is an world type and have a numerical values of 16. 2 is an even number, so we will put it in numerator. Finger 3 is a world type and have a numerical values of 8, and 3 is an odd number, so we will put it in denominator. Finger 5 is a world type and have a numerical value of 4. 5 is an odd number, so we will put it in denominator. Finger 7 is a world type and have a numerical values of 2, and 7 is an odd number, so we will put it in denominator. Primary classification have a pre-established fraction of 1 over 1. So we will add the fraction 1 over 1. And after that, we will solve it. 16 plus 1 is equal to 17. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12, plus 2 is equal to 14, and plus 1 equals 15. So, summing up, this is now our primary classification. Secondary classification. In this classification, it focuses on index finger. Capital letters that are possibly found in index finger are W, plain whorl, C, central pocket loop whorl, D, double loop whorl, X, accidental whorl, A, plain arc, T, tented arc, R, radial loop, and U, ulnar loop. The small letters of the rod family, also known as R, is the radial loop, A is the plain arc, and T, the tented arc, that are possibly found in the thumb, middle, ring, and little finger. Summing up, let's locate the capital letters in the index fingers. From the table, the index is in finger 2 and finger 7. Since the right index has the tented arc type of fingerprint, it is included in the capital letters. Since this is a right index, we will put T in the numerator. Next is the left index. Left index has the central pocket type of fingerprint. It is included in the capital letters. Since left index, we'll put C in the denominator. Radial loop is belong to rat, so let's put in small letter R. Whorl is not included to radial loop, so leave it dash. Ulnar loop is not included again, so leave it dash. Plain arc belongs to the rat, so we will put it in small letter A. Whorl is not part of the rat, so leave it blank. A radial loop is part of the rat, so we will put in small letter R. Whorl is not a part of the rat, so leave it dash. Tented arc is part of the rat, so we will put it in small letter A. So, this is now a secondary classification. Sub-secondary classification. In this classification, it is focused on the index, middle, and ring fingers. In loops, in the index, if the ridge count is 1 to 9, the conversion is inner. If the ridge count is 10 or more, the conversion is outer. And middle finger, if the ridge count is 1 to 10, the conversion is inner. And 10 or more, the conversion is outer. In the ring finger, if the ridge count is 1 to 13, the conversion is inner. If the ridge count is 14 or more, the conversion is outer. In whirl, inner, if the ridge count is 3 or more and inside or above. Outer, if the ridge count is 3 or more outside and below. Meeting, if the ridge count is 0 to 2 inside or outside. Summing up, we are focusing in the index, middle, and ring finger. So disregard the thumb and the little finger. Let's start. Right index is an ulnar loop and it has ridge count of 3. So the converse ridge count of 3. So the conversion is I. Next, the right middle is whirl and it has a ridge count of 1. Ridge count of 1. So the conversion is M. Next is the ring radial loop has ridge count of 11. Ridge count of 11, so the conversion is I. In the left index, whirl has a 7 ridge count and 7 ridge count is out, so the conversion is O. Plain arc is not a part of loop in whirl, so leave it dash. Left ring is a whirl, has a 3 ridge count and inside, so the conversion is I. Summing up, so this is now our secondary classification. Major classification. Ridge count and whirl tracing of thumb. Left hand, if the ridge counting is 1 to 11, small. If 12 to 16, medium. If 17 or more, large. And the right thumb, if the ridge counting is 1 to 17, is small. 18 to 22, medium. 23 or more, large. Summing up, we will be focusing in thumb and disregard the index, middle, ring, and little finger. If we will get the major classification, get the first, the left thumb. Left thumb is a radial loop and it has 18 ridge count. So we will be going to put it in denominator. The right thumb, ulnar loop, and it has 25 ridge count. So this is large. So this is now our major classification. Final classification. In this classification, it focuses in the little finger, ridge count of loops or whirls, plain whirl and central pocket loop whirl treated as ulnar loop. Get the least ridge count always at numerator. Summing up, we will be focusing in little finger and disregard the thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. In final classification, we must find the least ridge count of loops or whorl. Example, the right little finger has the ulnar loop with 9 ridge count, and the left little finger is a whorl with 25 ridge count. Therefore, our numerator is the ulnar loop because it had the least count ridge. So, this is now our final classification. Key classification. Ridge counting of the first loop. In this table, the first loop is the radial loop and has a 15 ridge count. So, we have now 15. In case no loop ridge count, the first whorl table, the first whorl has a 9 ridge count. So, we put it 9. If there is no loop in whorl, leave it blank. In this table, there is no loop in whorl, so leave it blank.